Alienated parents must have done something wrong in order to be rejected, right? Wrong. Today, we are alienation myth busting. Hey, this is Ryan Thomas, an adult child of parental alienation who discovered the truth and reconnected. And this is a really important myth because so many parents who are dealing with alienation have been made to feel as though they are responsible. They did something. They are to blame. And other people will look at them and say, this isn't normal. A child wouldn't just reject a parent like this, not to this extent. And they're looking at you sideways. You must have done something wrong. There's got to be something more that meets the eye. There's got to be something that you did deep down that's hidden that we don't know about. You look nice, you look great, you look like you had a great relationship, but children don't just turn on their parent like this, especially one that looked as though it was loving and kind. You must have done something. And this is a myth. This is not true. The reality is that of course no one's perfect. Of course everyone makes mistakes. Of course you've made mistakes. But children can absolutely be programmed against another parent and turned against them on a dime. Now it takes time, it takes preparation. It takes a lot of lies and manipulation and taking things that are sometimes even a little bit true and magnifying them, turning them into something terrible and awful. You made one mistake. You talk on your phone too much. You're at work too much. And there's a little bit of anger there. There's a little bit of resentment there. That can be taken and turned into, wow, you don't care about us. You're abandoning the family. Everyone else and everything else is more important to you. And then when you can tell that child, when you can implant that belief into a child, and then everything that they see, they walk out of a room to go to the bathroom. Did that parent just walk away from you? Oh, this is just terrible. The disrespect that they're showing to you. That is how a child who had a good, loving relationship with an imperfect parent can be absolutely turned against a good, loving parent. This is how it happens, and it does happen. And so while everyone else is out there judging you, wondering what was going on behind the scenes, I will tell you, as a child who lived through this experience, who had a loving but imperfect parent, that a child like me can be turned against the parent. And when this happens, it is so destructive because what it ultimately does is everyone puts the blame and the focus so much on the parent that's going through this. But as a child, in order for that to really work, the child has to be so convinced that their parent that they have depended on, that they have relied on, that they have had shared memories with and good experiences with, truly don't love them, truly don't care about them. And what it says to the child is, what is so wrong about me that I can't be loved? What did I do that would make my parent not want to care about me? What is so terrible about me that my parent wants to hurt me, wants to upset me, wants to make me cry, wants to take me away from things and people that I love? Why am I so bad? Why am I so undeserving of love? And so you literally have to break a child's belief in themselves, a belief in their parent, in order to do that. And some people will say, no one's going to do that. Parents wouldn't do that to their child. Yes, they do. Yes, they will. It happens every day, all over, not only this country in the U.S., but all over the world. I am living proof that it happens. I am living proof that it is also parents who love their child, who provide for their child, who create, other than alienation, provide a very great lifestyle. It happens. I had a family, I have had a mom who loved me very much, who provided a beautiful life for me. I never, despite the circumstances and situation, I never went without beautiful Christmases, wonderful memories. I was made to feel special. I was empowered. I had great summer vacations. I had great relationships with my grandparents. All of that came from a loving place. So if you look at that and you say, Ryan's family wouldn't do that. They're nice, they're loving, they're caring, they all get along. Yes, that is absolutely true. But the other side of that is that it all came at the expense of we want him all to ourselves. What we provide is enough. It's not good enough what he has to have over at the other side of the family. Those grandparents or those other family members, that's not good enough. We're the best. We're the ones that provide. And when you have that mindset, every little mistake, every little thing, probably for the reasons that you might have wanted to get divorced, suddenly become a reason that the child should cut off relations. You shouldn't spend your time. You shouldn't have to waste your time. You should be here. You should be with us. And so the same can be true. You can have parents that care about their child, that do things that hurt the child and hurt the relationship. But that does not mean that an alienated parent has done something wrong to deserve being cut out of their child's life. It does not mean that they deserve to be rejected, to miss out on school and events and parenting time and vacations and holidays and love and compassion and picking up the phone and calling and talking and texting. Just because someone has convinced a vulnerable child of any age, for however long they've been doing it, just because someone has been able to convince a vulnerable child to cut a parent out of their life with a drastic action, doesn't mean that it is based on facts that would support that. Doesn't mean that it is a situation that can be justified just because the ex doesn't like the other parent. So I wanted to bring this up because so many parents deal with this, not only the rejection, but then the judgment of other people. And sometimes between the alienator and their divisive manipulation and other people, an alienated parent says, oh my gosh, maybe I am at fault. Maybe I am to blame. Maybe I should stay away. And this is absolutely not true. Now, the one caveat that I will bring up to this is that if you are interested in solutions, of course, it's not about blame. It's not about what did you do or what didn't you do. It's where can you take responsibility and power and control over the situation and say, okay, I might have made mistakes. Here's what I'm going to do to show that I'll never do it again. I might have been lied about. I'm going to make sure my child knows the truth. I may be cut out, but here's everything that I'm going to do to say, I'm still here. I'm not giving up. I'm not going anywhere. You're my child. I'm your parent. I'm standing with you no matter what. Nothing can change my mind. I am here for you. And how to communicate that. That is where you go from being a passive bystander of watching all this happen and saying, no, I'm going to stand in my own loving authority as a parent, and I'm going to do everything I can to turn the situation around. So if that's you, if you're a parent who's been alienated, who's been judged, who has everybody looking at you saying you must have done something, I am here to tell you that is not true. You haven't done anything. The imperfections are not worthy of you being cut out for the rest of your child's life, but there are things that you can do to assert yourself to not only save the relationship, but to also rescue your child from this negative abuse of parental alienation. So if that is you and you'd like to learn more about how to get help from me, you can click the link below this video with all of the details. So I hope this reality check and myth busting, and especially if you are watching this and other people are judging you, that this helps, and maybe they see this too and they realize, go lighter. I don't know all the information. I don't know all the facts. So I'm Ryan Thomas. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on another video. Hey, it's Ryan Thomas. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it also helps to spread the word. Be sure to watch other videos from this channel, and also check below this video for other resources and links to help.